Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to my channel. This is your boy FlyIsland Guy. Today we are back in Managua, Nicaragua today. And we are going to be doing a cargo run slash passenger ferry up to Gulason International in La Ceiba, Honduras. Don't know if I pronounced that right. Flight time today is scheduled for about one and a half hours, and we're going to be cruising at an altitude of 10,000 feet. Now, don't know if that's going to be high enough because there are a bunch of mountains kind of in the area, so we're going to see how that goes. Current weather right now in Managua, we're looking at winds out of 100 at 18 knots. Scattered clouds, temperatures are balmy, extra balmy, 36 degrees. And conditions have been pretty good for a while. I don't really expect things to change. There is a little bit of there's a little bit of weather in the area, but for the most part, shouldn't be bothering us too much. On the other hand, though, the weather in Honduras is not as good. There is a little bit of weather in the area. Looking at MVFR conditions right now, the wind is out of 330, 6 knots. Visibility is 8,000 meters, so about 8 kilometers. I mean, it's not too bad, but what I'm suspecting is happening is that there is rain, so we have some low clouds. So that's probably what's causing the issues there, but we shall see. Weather looks like it's been bad for a little while. Well, not the best for a little while. So it's MVFR conditions, which aren't bad. Like, it's still, I think you should be able to kind of still see the airport once you get below the clouds. Shouldn't be an issue, but let's see how that goes. All right, we are pretty much all ready to go here. What I will do though is set our cruising altitude. Our altimeter has already been set, so really all we have to do now is just get out of here. All right, 10,000 feet sounds about right. What I will do is bring up the map here at the airport just so I could see where I'm taxiing. We are departing runway 10 today from Managua. So runway 10 is behind us, so we're going to be making a right turn and moving out of here. So let us get our taxi lights on. And alright, microwave, I'm going to get to you. And we're going to go ahead, let's move our props into full, like maximum RPM. There we go. Fuel's already set, so that's good. Alright, let's get out of here. So we're going to go ahead and set our flaps for takeoff. Now, it's honestly been a little bit since I have flown. If anybody has been watching my previous videos, currently I'm in Ontario. So, but I managed to bring my whole setup here with me. And so I'm trying to basically record as much as possible while I'm out here, because I'm not going to be back in Nova Scotia for a long time. Long time. Probably not going to be back in Nova Scotia until about June, maybe later. So yeah, so I'm gonna look to record as much as I can, and I'm still gonna be like drip feeding videos for the next probably couple months. I'm gonna be releasing one video at a time. But with my computer out here, like it's allowed me to actually record still, which is good. So I may release videos. More. I don't know, but we shall see. Okay, we are here at runway 10, and we're gonna get ready for takeoff. So let's go ahead. Let's come up top, get our curb lights on. Anti-collision lights. Oops, supposed to be on. Landing lights over here. Good to go. Yeah, I think we are good to go. Alright, let's get out of here, folks. So if memory serves me right, well, I'm gonna probably be flying away from Managua once we take off. Would have been good if we did a runway 28 departure, because then we'd probably get a good view of the city on the way out. But, you know, it is what it is. Gonna set our takeoff thrust. Gonna keep an eye on the engine temperature, because it's really hot outside today. So I'm actually not pushing the engines to max. If anybody wants to go back and look at the old video, it's absolutely awesome. That approach into Managua, very big, big city. And not big in terms of like tall buildings and all that, but there was a lot of buildings and everything in the area, so that was pretty cool. Alright. So I'm feeling pretty lazy today, so let's get our autopilot on. Keep our climb rate up. And go nav mode. Oh, temperature is way too high. Alright. Dial back the engines a little bit. So if anybody doesn't know what I'm talking about, if you're not familiar with the Otter, come on. Trying to pull back the RPM for climb. I'll show you what's going on in a second here. That's better. So what I'm looking at right here is the T5. So somebody pointed this out to me before, where the T5 is, you got to make sure this isn't in the red, because that's going to definitely cause damage to your engines. So I wasn't really looking at that before, and yeah, I was redlining the engines. I actually did it again just now, but I kind of caught it right away. So we're doing the standard instrument departure out of Managua. which is gonna take us turning northwards. That's where we're gonna be heading. So we're gonna be doing about a northwest track or so up to Honduras. So should be a pretty decent flight. As I said, my main concern right now is about any mountains that may be on the way, because I'm just not familiar with this part of the world, so mountains may be an issue. Making our left turn now. And maybe we'll get an interesting view of Managua on the way out. Let's get our flaps up. About to pull those up. Oh, looks like the clouds being a hater. Ah, there we go. There we go. Alright, so the Managua is back over here. We sort of made this approach of Managua, came back towards the runway. And now we're just kind of climbing out. Now, if you guys give me 1 second, I'll be right back. And once I get back, we are going to talk about La Ceiba. All right? All right, my apologies. So, let's take a look at where we're heading today, which is La Ceiba in Honduras. And as usual, I'm trying to find an interesting site to get information about where we're going from, but a lot of times I just end up going to Wikipedia. Well, that's exactly what we're going to do today, alright? So, beautiful views on the way out, as you can see. Just kind of looking out the window as we're going through the clouds. Loving this view, man. Okay. Alright, temperatures are looking a little better. Still climbing out steadily. And we are on our flight plan, so everything is good to go. Alright, so La Ceiba is a municipality, the capital of the Honduran department of Atlantida, and a port city on the northern coast of Honduras in Central America. Let's get a nice view while we're talking about La Ceiba. It's located on the southern edge of the Caribbean, forming part of the southeastern boundary of the Gulf of Honduras. With an estimated population of 199,080 living in approximately 170 residential areas, it is the fourth most populous and third most important city in the country. So La Ceiba was initially founded on the 23rd of August, 1877, and the city was named after a giant ceiba tree that grew near the oil dock. The city has officially proclaimed. The city has been officially proclaimed the ecotourism capital of Honduras, as well as the entertainment capital of Honduras. Every year on the third or fourth Saturday of May, the city holds its famous carnival to commemorate Isidore the Laborer. And during this time, the city is host to approximately 500,000 tourists. So it's in 1872, Manuel Hernandez built a small shack under the Ceiba tree that grew near the old docks, and over time more and more people from present-day Honduras, especially the departments of Olancho and Santa Barbara, and from around the world settled in La Ceiba. Workers were attracted to jobs associated with the banana industry, which became important to the regional economy. So in the late 19th century, the banana business caught the attention of big Northern American banana companies such as the Vaccaro Brothers Standard Fruit Company from New Orleans, and the new economic activity attracted national and international immigrant workers to La Ceiba. The current neighborhood, known as Barrio Ingles, was the first recognized neighborhood in the city. It is so named after the many English-speaking people living in the barrio. At that point, the main thoroughfare of La Ceiba was present-day Avenida La República, where the train tracks were laid. The rail line was built by the Standard Fruit Company for transport of its commodity to ships at the port from the banana plantations. And this company was largely responsible for the early growth of the city. So La Ceiba was declared a municipality on 23rd of August 1877. At the time, Marco Aurelio Soto was president of Honduras. La Ceiba was the center of the banana and pineapple business. The basis of this economy, other companies developed in the city such as Cervecería Hondureña, which is the national brewing company and holder of the Coca-Cola license in Honduras, Fábrica de Manteca y Jabón Atlantida, known as La Blanquita. So that was the largest producer of consumer goods. The Banco Atlantida, which is the oldest bank in the country, and the Mazapan School, which is the first bilingual school of the nation, the oldest high school, and the second oldest elementary school in the city. So geography-wise, La Ceiba features a trade-wind tropical forest climate with substantial rainfall throughout the course of the year. Due to its northerly aspect, there's a peak between October and February when the trade winds are strongest and extreme orographic rainfall occurs. No idea what orographic means, but it's extreme. The average annual rainfall is about 3,200 millimeters, so 130 inches, making it one of the wettest cities in Central America, second only to Colón, Panama, which you've flown to before, among urbanized areas with more than 100,000 people. So among the Honduran cities, La Ceiba is the second most important port town after Puerto Cortes. Its economy is made up of mostly commerce and agriculture. Pineapple is the city's major export. Its largest producer is the Standard Fruit Company, a subsidiary of the Dole Food Company, which operates through northern Honduras and is based in La Ceiba. So tourism always plays a huge role in the city's economy. Since its development in the late 20th century, the La Ceiba seaport has played an ever-increasing role in the economy of the city. So this port represents a vital economic artery to La Ceiba's growing tourist industry. And additionally, the La Ceiba seaport is home to one of the finest boatyards in the northwestern Caribbean. Known as the La Ceiba Shipyard, this company offers a complete group of marine services for all types of seagoing vessels. So last, we're going to finish off with tourism. So La Ceiba has been known as the tourism capital of Honduras due to its proximity to the beach, active nightlife, and a variety of parks and recreational areas. In and around the city. Another feature contributing to, one second. There we go. We're actually cruising right now, so we don't need all that power. Alright, graphics looking awesome though. So another factor contributing to the city's tourism is the city port. It provides ferry services to the Bay Islands or Islas de la Bahia in the Caribbean. Ferries from this port also offer daily service to the main islands of Utila and Roatan. So the area around La Ceiba has many parks and natural reserves. Its most recognized natural area is the Pico Bonito, beautiful peak, National Park, and this park's most recognized feature, Pico Benito on the Nombre de Dios mountain range, is 2,435 meters high and provides a backdrop for the city. The Cangrejal River, popular for its Class 3 or 4 river rafting, borders the eastern edge of the city, and the Cuero and Salado Wildlife Refuges with its wild manatees is located a few miles to the west of the city. So Semana Santa, or Holy Week, is one of the city's busiest tourist seasons. During this week, tourists from all over the country flock to the city to enjoy its sun, beach, and very active nightlife during the week, during Carnival before Ash Wednesday. And the busiest season by far for tourists is the week leading up to the internationally known Gran Carnaval Internacional de la Ceiba, which is a citywide celebration in honor of the city's patron saint, Saint Isidore, or Saint Isidore. So during the week leading up to the third Saturday in May, many neighbors have smaller celebrations in one or a couple of their streets. And on Saturday afternoon, the big parade with elaborate floats takes place along Avenida San Isidro and the city's main thoroughfare. After the parade, the locals and tourists all have a celebration along the same road where stands sell food, beer, drinks, and souvenirs. So that's a quick note on La Ceiba. And looking forward to seeing what this approach brings us. Yeah, it should be pretty interesting. I do need to program in the approach. So for runway 07. And yeah. Looks like the approach that we have is a VOR approach, which is fun. So yeah, I'll have to see what's happening with that because I'm not really too sure, but I'm gonna try and study it real quick. I'll take a look at it and then go from there. All right, so I will catch you when I get back. I'm gonna try and get some dinner in the meantime, and yeah, hopefully when we come back we'll be descending swiftly and patiently towards La Ceiba, and hopefully we get some beautiful views on the way. All right, I'll talk to you when I get back. It's your boy FlyIsland Guy. I'm out. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We have started our descent into La Ceiba. We were descending to 3,000, but then realized there's a giant mountain. There's a giant mountain right to the what is going on? Okay, that's weird. One second, I'm trying to see what this aircraft is doing. It's kind of doing something weird right now. Okay, I'm gonna have to take over. Let's see, nav mode can come off. And we're gonna go into heading select mode. Some kind of weird is going on right now, but we are going to hand fly this approach. As soon as I get this sorted out, I'm going to let you guys know exactly what I'm doing. Hit select. The mouse is jumping all over the place, which is not good. What the heck is going on? This is annoying. Okay, so... Alright. So we've actually reached the airport. This is the airport right here. Down to our left. And what we're doing is there is a... Let's bring up the approach plate. So we're doing this VOR runway 07 approach, which requires us to fly to this BTO VOR, which is what we've done. So, actually, let me bring this back. The actual approach path is going to take us... We're supposed to turn off to like 324, come out to this waypoint, and then we're going to fly the DME arc and come back. But for some reason, the GPS isn't following that flight plan. But this is pretty much what we're going to do. So we're going to turn out, then come back around, and come into land. Okay. So what I'm going to do now is basically just fly it manually. As you can see, it's still MVFR conditions in the area. Lots of low clouds, which will make things a little more difficult. But not that much. Not that much difficult. Okay. But we're gonna try and follow this. We're gonna try and follow the flight plan now that's actually showing. We're gonna try and shoot this, but what I might do, because things are a little wonky right now, they just need to get the plan down. I'm gonna ignore this part of the flight plan that goes all the way out and comes back around, and we're just gonna come out here to zoom out. We're gonna come out to this waypoint right here. And we're just gonna do the left turn and then come back in for the landing. Yeah, I don't like this default GPS here. It just doesn't perform how I want it to most of the time. So we are just gonna ignore it. This is a time when ATC will come in handy. But since we're not flying with ATC, we don't really have a choice here. Right now we're at 3,000 feet. The plan is when we get to this waypoint here, we're going to descend to 2,500. And then we're going to descend to 1,900 feet at the next waypoint. And then from there, we're going to visually shoot the approach. We're basically going to fly most of this, well, not by hand. We're still going to use our instruments, but we're going to like manually do this approach. Kind of my patience is wearing thin a little bit with these South American, Central American countries because of these mountains here. SimBrief is kind of doing a horrible job of giving us flight plans that aren't going to send us careening into the mountains. So, we're gonna have to try and do our best here, alright? So let's see. Just kind of keeping an eye right here. only doing about 100 knots right now. Doesn't really make sense trying to speed through this. But as I said, the plan is to get about right here-ish. And then we'll just start the left turn and then come in for the landing. Overall though, it's been a pretty decent flight. Did get a little bit of turbulence on the way. Basically because you spend a lot of time just flying through clouds. But yeah, I'm expecting landing to be nice and smooth. I'm also going to bring up the taxi chart for the airport. Looks like terminal's going to be on our left when we land. Alright, looks like we are clear to start that left turn. Just going to get us about 10 nautical miles out from the airport. Alright. Set our heading bug. Ah, shoot. Did it wrong again. There we go. So traditionally we just be flying this DMER. I don't know what happened with the GPS. It didn't even read the actual approach. It just went straight to the airport. Or just stayed straight to the airport. So not sure what's going on there. Alright, let's get our yoke back up. Boom. Alright, I pulled it up because I can't see the heading bug, which is not cool. Alright, so I was doing that thing again where you can't you lose the mouse. Don't know why it does that. Okay, let's start our left turn now. That's going to be around about another 90-degree turn. This isn't quite enough. Let's do that. Alright, and at this point we can now descend to 2,500 feet. Let's get that dialed in. As I said, once you get a little lower, things should clear up. And the airport should be ahead. Not sure exactly where, but it's definitely straight ahead of us. Okay, so we've crossed over that next waypoint. Now we descend to 1900 feet as per the approach plate. And it's 60 in the out. Pretty much heading straight in at this point. And I'm assuming things are going to clear up a little bit as we get to 1900 feet. Airport's still not visible, and things are still a little hazy. What I'll do is I'll stop preparing for landing though, and let's try and get this bird down. Autopilot comes off, we'll just fly this manually. Alright. Seeing something from the airport straight ahead. But I don't know exactly what that something is. Okay, it looks like the runway right there, which is good. Gonna get our props to full. And fuel is good. We have our landing lights and strobes already on. Let's go flaps full. Pretty much good to go for landing books. And this is like a, we're going to be doing a left turn onto the runway. And since we're flying the Twin Otter, making the tight turn isn't going to be an issue. Close up, there we go. Gonna continue. Pappy show says a little low, that's fine. Okay, on the center line. Now off the center line.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
There you go, settle down. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to La Ceiba. We'll try and stop here. Beautiful. Local time in La Ceiba right now looks to be about maybe 2:30 or so. All right, let's go flaps up. So as was said in the description, there's a mountain that kind of surrounds the city. We have to get over that mountain in order to land, which made things a little more difficult. So it's all good. Our landing lights are still on, I believe. Strobes on as well, but we'll turn everything off once we park. All in all, a smooth landing. And we're gonna drop these passengers off and this cargo. All right. And then gonna get on our way next time. All right, beacons are off. That's good. Taxi lights can come off as well. Bring our engines to feather, and we'll shut off the fuel. Alright, so this job is done, but I already know we're gonna get docked some cash because the job is late, which seems to be a theme lately, huh? So that's about it, folks. We are in La Ceiba, and we're gonna have a little bit of a good time before we move on to our next destination in Central America. So that is it for us, folks. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I will be posting for now weekly, and I will catch you on the next one. This is your boy FlyIsland Guy saying stay safe, and most importantly, stay fly. I'm out. Peace.